They say confidence is earned, not given. 1 week ago, Appalachian State walked into Raleigh and left with something they hadn't had all season: belief. But belief can be dangerous because the moment you start believing you've arrived is the moment someone reminds you you haven't. Old Dominion doesn't care what happened last Saturday. They don't care about statement wins or headlines or momentum. They're coming to Boone to take control of the Sun Belt. And if Appalachian State wants to prove the climb is real, it starts here. No more proving we belong. Now, we defend what we've earned. Every chapter writes a legacy. This is the Odyssey. What's going on, chat?
Kidd Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the Old Dominion Monarchs and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. And the Monarchs will kick off first, and here we go. Here's the return from inside his 10. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the App State Mountaineers offense will have the football first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
He'll pull it down and run. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Lewis. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Maybe a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. After the run, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Appalachian State. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They go 83 yards on the drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Old Dominion Monarchs offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Potter. Fires downfield. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Monarchs will call on their punt team. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He wastes no time and comes out to throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the...
Finding some room, and he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And you can't get it all back in one play, but I really like that second down, man. I mean, that's a big positive chunk. You sneak the run in. They weren't thinking about the run. They were thinking pass after that disaster of first down, what it was. So you kind of make this a little bit more manageable, easier play call now on third down.
And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
They run the reverse. Makes it past the marker. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And I like it early in the game, set the tone, show you I'll do anything. I'll hand him the football, I'll throw him the football, I'll give him the ball in as many ways as possible. I like the early mindset of this offensive coordinator.
The Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for a gap, it's Lewis. Picked up maybe a yard, it's down at the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
And he's in. Touchdown, App State.
And he's in for a second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Coming out with it, it's Agnew. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. And the Monarchs want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Potter. Under fire. Lets it fly. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good